Hi guys, welcome back to a Romanian Resurgence. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two games for you. We are away against Rapid Bucharest in another Bucharest derby, and we're at home against Petrolul in the league as well. Since you were last with us, we've only lost one of our last five games, but we've only won one as well. And that win was a 5-0 win away from home against Cluj. We did change a little bit tactically after the games against Argus and Sepsi, and we've gone for a bit more of a direct system, Route 1 style, with a new centre forward as our target man. And he managed to bag a couple of goals in that 5-0 win. But since then, unfortunately, obviously, we've only had the one game against Dynamo Bucharest, and that finished 0-0. As I mentioned, we have made a couple of signings. And as you can see, Sergio Romero was the goalkeeper that came in. Just bear with me a second, get rid of that. So Sergio Romero was the keeper that came in, 38 years of age. He's a really good player. Even now, he's going to retire at the end of the season. It's a 1-year deal for him. He's not going to be our regular first teamer. We still want to use Chetkovic, but he's a very, very good, experienced backup. Emmanuel Michael was the defender I was telling you about in the previous episode. Left back comes central midfielder. Very, very good quality. I think, to be honest, with his passing ability, he may be more suited to that central midfield role. But as a left back, he's got good crossing ability with a decent amount of pace. So he could very much do a job in that position as well. The striker we brought in was 32-year-old former Senegalese international Famara Diédou. Again, he's on a lot of money, 2.5 grand a week, but physical wise, he's very, very strong. Good heading ability, good strong lad, and finishing ability is quite good as well. So I'm hopeful that we can get some good goals out of him this season. And David Ajuro, um, you know him as our left back. He wanted to leave when we received a bid for him from FC Porto. We sold him for £1.6 million, and he's coming on loan as a free loan as well until the end of the season. Um, we've done a couple of loan deals leaving the club as well. Deshevsky, as you were aware, did leave the club. Sheehate has gone out on loan along with the Swedish striker Noel Sergel. And since going out on loan, he's already really improved a number of his attributes, which is very, very good. Another Rinde left for Craiova for £200,000. And there was the deal for David Ajuro, 1.6 million. So we've made pretty much a full profit of £2.9 million in this transfer window. And from a financial perspective, the club is at its healthiest point that we have seen since we took over here. We've extended the wage budget to 35,500, so we've got a lot of spare money in there. And transfer budget, we still have £1.2 million that we can spend as well. So going into these two games, as I mentioned, we have changed tactically a little bit. We've had one or two little injury knocks, but we have changed the system. We're going for a Route 1 style, so we're just bombing it forward every single time. It's not something I particularly like in terms of a style of football, but so far it does seem to have allowed us to pick up a few decent results. We're keeping the same formation set up, but everyone's on different roles. So again, it's just changing things um, little by little to see how we do. So Chetkovic is in goal. Ajuro remains at left back after coming back in on loan. Marin, Kamara, and Regazetti are at the back. Bruno Henrique, Matai, and Dorat in midfield with Dosso, Negut, and Diedu as the front three. So let's get out there and see how we get on. Dosso has just come back from injury as well. So again, we may have to keep an eye on him. It is likely that he may not last the full duration of the game. I did try and bring in some wide players. We couldn't quite find the ones that we were like the kind of players we were looking for just to improve the team. But it is what it is. So we'll go into this game and hopefully we can find a way of getting a result. Like I say, it is another rival clash. There's many Bucharest teams in this league now. Can we do well? Obviously, we beat them in that playoff final last season. That was that 5-3 win, and there was a hat trick in there, of course, from Marcel Zimba. And they've had a very good start to the season. They're fighting out near the top of the division. We're languishing in mid table at the moment, struggling to find any kind of consistency in terms of getting results. But hopefully, we have turned a bit of a corner. We're not getting beat quite as often as we were at the start of the campaign. But at the same time, in changing to this setup, it is a little bit dicey because we're relying on having less possession and just trying to be a little bit more creative going forward. And Regazetti with a strike there off the crossbar. Diedu manages to pick it up. Ajuro swings it in. Negut was there, but Ioane managing to make the claim. And it remains 0-0. But we've had based on the highlights, we've had the best opportunity of the game, but we have created a lot less than Rapid Bucharest right now. And possession-wise, it's not something I'm particularly used to. We are not having a lot of it, so it is something that may need to change tactically as well. But I'm not too sure at the minute how to go about it. Yes, we only have 1-1 in the last 5, but we've stemmed that flow of losing games as well. Here's Ramani into Onia, now Machin, into Albu, back to Machin, gets the shot away, and Chekovic does well to palm it out for a rapid corner. Machin comes out here to take it. It's going to be an in-swinger, swings into that near post. It's a good clearance from Kamara. Incidentally, having the centre-backs on the no-nonsense mentality, I've noticed that clearances are a lot more effective from the set pieces as well. Something that I'm particularly pleased with, to be quite honest. Borza now with another corner for Rapid, swings it into that near post, and Doumbia wins the header very comfortably. And unfortunately, we do go behind, and it's not been a particularly good performance. We've still created plenty of opportunities in recent matches, but at the moment today, we're not looking that good, are we? We'll offer some encouragement to the lads, but we have been very much outplayed so far, and we need to pick it up a bit in this second half, and hopefully we can find a way of doing so. Dosso struggling fitness-wise. Regazetti, very poor game from him. Likewise, Ajuro and Henrique, all of them not playing to the best of their ability. Negut as well, not having a good game on that right-hand side. I mean, he's gone down to a 6.2 now. And again, such a strange situation to be in. I'm not entirely sure what we can do tactically to make the change that is required to see us score more regularly. And find the results that we want. It's proving to be quite a conundrum at the moment. We'll change both of our wingers. Unfortunately, a number of our wingers are struggling a number of our substitutes, struggling fitness-wise. I think they've been playing for our under-19s. Gueye can come on. Again, fitness-wise, though, we're not looking too good at the moment, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. Joric can come on at left-back. Regazetti's been poor as well. So we will bring on Dieng at centre-back and move Matai Marin out to right-back. It's all 5 changes made. See if we can be a little bit more creative. We'll offer some encouragement to the lads. And again, hopefully we can find a way of getting back into this game. We don't deserve to, by any means. But De La Rovere with a delivery to that far post. It's so easily claimed that from Ioane. And we didn't really challenge at all from that set piece. And Ioane just lays it out to the goal scorer, the centre-back Doumbia, and now Onia down this right-hand side. Lays it into Machin now, and now Albu. Good interception from Joric. He's not got any support though. Dieng into Matai. And Matai loses out now. Romani, first time ball to Burmaz, and luckily Kamara managed to get a slight touch on that to get it away. But Matai, I don't know what it is with him at the moment. He seems to give the ball away quite a lot since we've changed his role to that playmaker. Doumbia has just scored again from the corner. So we're 2-0 down now. I don't think we're going to get back into this game. Doumbia, very much a dominant force in the air, clearly. Borza with the delivery, easily won the header there, Doumbia. And it's 2-0 with 20 minutes to go, and we are very much done. We're going to berate the team because, again, we've not offered anything going forward, really. Here is Marin down this right-hand side, swings it in. Dimitri is there, couldn't beat Doumbia in the air, as is very much the case today. Back into Matai, and now Joric to Dimitri. He's got support, but he's just carrying it across. Gueye into Dorat, and now Marin down this right side. Diedu's made the run into the penalty area. He plays it into De La Rovere, and Matai is there with the strike. And David Matai, just as I was calling him a bit, has managed to get us a goal back. So we're still in it, but we've got a lot of work to do in these last 20 minutes or so. Can we find a way to get level? I'm not too sure. But again, at least we're scoring the odd goal in games. That's something that we weren't doing, of course, at the start of the season. But from a tactical perspective, I'm really struggling to find the solution at the moment. And I just hope that eventually things will start rolling the way that we need them to. Jakub now in the midfield, completely free of space here. Onia intermatching, free in the area, and Chekovic makes a phenomenal save there. Free kick's been given for some reason. I'm not too sure why. But it remains 2-1. And again, they're just turning the screw a little bit here, and they are starting to build more and more momentum. Dumbia now charges forward, gets the shot away, and he scored a hat trick, the centre back. I mean, how often are you going to see something like that? I mean, he's hit it well, but that's a defender scoring a hat trick against us, and this is, I mean, it's certainly not ideal from our point of view. But we didn't even close him down, and we've got the mentality side of things is to get stuck into players, get the challenges in, and we just let him come on to us. That was so poor. I mean, the 2 goals from corners, there's not a lot you could do, but that one was shocking defensively. And we've just fell apart, really. Like I say, we're on the Route 1 mentality, and it seems to have done us okay recently, but after that performance, we might have to change again, because that was extremely poor. We're sat in 10th place at the moment. We're not looking like a good team at the moment, and alarm bells are starting to ring. We need to be finishing in the top half of the table as well. But as things sit, I think we'll be very, very lucky to do that. I mean, incidentally, I'm just going to have a look at him as a player. I mean, he's not even a good defender. He's not good at marking or anything. He's 6'4", good jumping reach and heading ability. The 19-year-old. He's a good aerial threat, isn't he? Not a lot you can do, unfortunately, but a hat trick from a centre back. Not what I wanted to see. We've got just less than a week to go until the Petrolul game, so bear with me, and we'll come back for that one. And hopefully, a better result will be incoming, but I'm not holding out too much hope. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game against Petrolul. We have tweaked tactically again. We're going to go for a wing play setup this time rather than that Route 1 style. We just got completely caught out with it last time, and it's just not worked out well for us, to be honest. We're going to go for a positive mentality with that counter press and counter on there. Hopefully, we can find a way of doing it. It would be nice to try and find a system where we can get a few wins under our belts. Romero is coming into goal today. Chekovic has suffered a bit of food poisoning, so he's only on the bench today. He's not completely unwell, but he's not too far off it, so he misses out. Other than that, starting 11 remains the same. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can find a result to go in our favour today. But again, even though Diedu is a proven goal scorer, he's done quite well throughout his career, we're still lacking. And I think the build-up play in the midfield needs to be a little bit better. And I think that could be where we're finding the issue at the moment. But we'll see how we get on. Unfortunately, Ali Ndosso's really struggled this season. He's not particularly played well so far. And it has been a bit of a lack of route to goal so far from our attacking talents. But we've just got to try and play our way through it and hope for the best. Petrol, we know that they're a good side. They've had the beating of us on numerous occasions. Can we at least stop that? I'd quite happily take the draw after that defeat in the previous game, but the 3 points is what we need. Dosso into Matai, Negut into the penalty area. It's ended up across for Matai Marin, and it's easily kept out by the defender. Dosso does pick it up again, though. Charges down this left-hand side. It's a great arcing run from him. Gets the ball into the penalty area. It takes a slight deflection, and it's out for a corner. Chance to get it into the penalty area. It's Negut here who's going to whip it in, and it's toward that far post. Yedu is there, and he couldn't quite get it on target. Very, very close, though. But a little bit of a better sign so far. Tiku with the throw. It's a good long throw, and Romero kept his eye on it and claimed it once it had been nodded on. So Romero just holding on to it, smashing it forward, and it's gone over the top of the defender, and Diedu is there. What a save from Zima. He's managed to somehow get a hand to it and tip it onto the crossbar. But Romero there almost getting an assist. What a chance that was from Diedu. I'd have thought a little bit more composure in his finishing there. But Diedu's managed to get in this time. And I don't think he was offside. I'm not certain, but I don't think he was. It came out of absolutely nothing. Initially, Bruno Henrique nodded it on. And unfortunately, it has been disallowed. I didn't think it was by much, though. But again, we're showing positive signs. Let's see if we can find the 3 points today. So far, we do deserve it. Can we keep it up? I'll tell lads to try and get revenge on Petrol. Like I say, they were arguably one of the, aside of ourselves, one of the lesser teams in that Champions playoff last season. But they had the beating of us twice, and it cost us, to be quite honest. Can we push on and get 3 points here? It would be very, very nice. A lot of yellow cards, incidentally, in this game so far. Petrolul certainly getting themselves stuck into the challenges. We're just going to pause there for a moment. Diedu not really doing an awful lot today. George Bocker can come on for him. A couple of players looking nervous, which is a little bit of a strange one. It's not something that we tend to be that used to seeing. Matak Marin's on a yellow card. He's the only option really for right back as well. David Ajuro will take off for Juric. Even David Matai is a little bit nervous, which is very unusual for him. But we'll get Florescu on, a bit more experience in that midfield there. Again, Negu not particularly playing well. De La Rivere is on the bench. He's nervous as well. Don't understand why they're all very nervous. Well, we'll see how we get on. The players that we've brought on are some of very few that aren't nervous. Sorry, so we'll just play it by ear and see what we can do. Matai Marin's had a poor game, to be fair. Daniel Celia, he's nervous as well. Last thing we need is a nervous defender, and everybody on that bench is nervous at the moment. So we'll have to just stick with it. We'll offer some encouragement and see if we can find a way to get a late winner here. One shot on target in the whole game between the two sides. Did go our way, but we've neither team really doing enough to win the game at the moment. Here's Abubakar into Berisha. Good tackle from Marin. It's come for Soiree, and Miller Blazer was there. Right place at the right time. He wasn't offside as well, and that is harsh. Their first shot on target goes into the back of the net, and it fell for him very fortuitously, to be honest. Berisha, I mean, Marin did well with the clearance. Soiree with the header. I mean, it was a well-placed header, incidentally, to find his teammate. And we could be heading for another defeat. It's very much arguable right now that we've not actually improved our form at all. We had that one really good win where things just worked out for us, but other than that, since changing from the initial system, we've not seen any improvement at all. Here's Soiree. Good tackle from Dorat. Can he find the pass? Yes, he can. Negut. Can he... What is he doing? I don't understand why the players are so nervous either. They're perfectly capable at the moment. Celia's going to come on. I mean, Marin's had a shocking game, to be honest. Dosso's shattered as well. Dimitri can come on for him just to see the game out. Dorat wins that header, and again, so poor. I thought Berisha was surely offside there. In the build-up to that, where he knocked it back to his teammate, he was miles off. Here's Dua into Jay Silva, and now Redulescu into Berisha. He's got support, finds Abubakar. It's taken a huge deflection. We just about managed to get it clear. And of course, with these different systems that we're trying as well, the defence has dropped back a little bit instead of being so far forward near the halfway line when teams try and break forward on us. Oh, for goodness sake. Dorat looks like he may have conceded a penalty. Miller Blesser has turned this game around with his goal, and now he's potentially won the penalty as well. We've conceded so many penalties as well this season. And it doesn't matter who we play up front. I mean, we brought Diedu in thinking, yeah, we'll get more goals out of it. No penalty. Thank goodness for that. We brought Diedu in thinking, yeah, we've got a natural goal scorer in now. He scored twice in one game, and that was it. Here's Florescu with a free kick. Big moment in this game. We need to get something from it. Florescu strikes. It's off the woodwork, but it falls for Bruno Henrique. It's his first goal of the season. It's a massive, massive goal for us. I don't think we've covered ourselves in glory today, to be honest. We probably deserve to lose the game, but that's a great strike from Florescu. Bruno Henrique first to react. We salvage ourselves a point in this game. It's a big, big point for us if we can hold on to it. Jez Silva, Regazetti clears, Negut in possession, into Kamara, lays it back to Romero. I mean, why are we tapping it about? I've no idea. We need to get the ball forward. Dimitri to Dorat, who couldn't win the header. Miller Blaser to Avramescu. Oh, please don't do this to me now. Miller Blaser again. Dorat intercepts. It's a great interception from him. Lost it over the top. George Boca controls it. Finds Negut. He's got support with Boca in the centre. Can he find him? He can, but that's a great block from the defender. And it remains one apiece. A last-minute corner. Florescu. Of course, we haven't got the 81 now, have we? Florescu with the corner. Whips it in to that far post. Celia, I mean, he didn't even try and jump for it, did he? It was a shocking delivery into the area, really. We've managed to salvage a point. Again, from an attacking perspective, we're looking very, very poor at the moment. And I'm happy we've got the point, but we're not making any inroads at the moment. Top six, of course, is that Champions playoff. And at the minute, I don't even want us to get into it. We're not looking capable at all. Going forward, obviously, there's a few games to get through, as always. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to end up, but hopefully we'll find a way of getting some results in a moment or two. And I think, to be honest, we'll just go back to the Gegenpress system and hope that we can find a way of playing our way through this. Because changing the mentality of the team all the time, it's not doing us any favours, to be honest. And we're in a very awkward position. But then when we go to the Gegenpress system, we're not getting any goals from our strikers either. So, very, very difficult situation we find ourselves in. 2 wins in our opening 12 matches this season. It's certainly not enough. There's a variety of cup ties in the Romanian Cup. We'll probably get through the next 6 games or so and come back at the start of November. We've got Concordia and Craiova at the start of then, and hopefully we can find a way to get some wins under our belts. It is very much a requirement now, and we need to start building some momentum. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.